what about the Democratic side? We're going to replace George Santos. It's a district that used to be blue. A Democrat could conceivably win. Well, which Democrat are they putting forward? Well, local party bosses on Thursday nominated former Representative Tom Suozzi. And you can see him right here. So formerly representative, that might well be why they feel comfortable with him. Probably has a track record of being able to raise money and things like that. And he's a Democrat, so probably fine, right? Well, not so fast. There are some potential issues, particularly when you bear in mind that this isn't like, rural Georgia. This is New York, okay? So Brett is, okay, yes, it is Long Island. Brett, feel free to add that context in 1 second, but I want to give you some facts about the former representative. He has long been a less enthusiastic supporter of abortion rights than most Democrats, including seeking to promote abstinence when he served as Nassau County executive. He has previously supported the Hyde Amendment, which prevents federal funding for abortions. But this time around, supposedly, Governor Hochul made him pledge to run as a full-throated defender of abortion rights. Otherwise, she would seek to block his candidacy. So he promised he would do that. And thankfully, politicians never lie. So we're good. Also, back in his 2022 primary campaign for governor, he offered praise for the so-called "Don't Say Gay" bill Ron DeSantis is so enthusiastic about, saying, "I think it's a very reasonable law not to try to get kids in kindergarten to be talking about sex. I wish it wouldn't become a hot button issue where people are just attacking each other. It's just common sense." Although to be fair, he did say that a long time ago back in 2022. Also, and I wish we could get Dave Leventhal on. He violated the Stock Act, the federal law designed to prevent insider trading, more than 300 times, which does not, by the way, mean that he did insider trading 300 times or even one time, but it means that at least 300 times he did not file his paperwork when he was supposed to. This very minimalistic law that we have designed to provide a little bit of oversight, and very few people actually comply with it. Well, he is not a fan of complying with it. Now, Brett, what do you think?
How do you violate any rule 300 times? Like, when do you have the opportunity? Anyways, I'm gonna vote for this guy because he looks like he's the middle class dude who plays like Gavin Newsom's dad in a flashback. And he was actually in Secret Service, and he failed to protect Jim Baker in a 1980s gun attack that also hit on the president of the United States, Ronald Reagan. I listen. The idea that like just because someone seems a little corrupt does not disqualify them from being a favorite in a race. It really sadly is about how they market themselves in relation to that. I think the thing that gets under most people's skin more is maybe this district is slightly different because of what they're just coming off. Maybe they'll come back to former congressman, more stability. Please just put something normal in there, like people did with Biden after Trump. But there's this weird vibe people get, this positive light that people see folks in if they really do embrace their previous failures in a way that's charming. And failures can be moral, ethical failures as well. As long as they're able to be like a human, I think that a slightly corrupt, self-aware human is something that is more appealing to your average voter than someone who pretends that they're just like in a play acting like a politician that doesn't really have any humanity behind them.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's fair. We will see what other Democrats, by the way, just because the local party bosses are supporting this guy doesn't mean he's the only one. Also, maybe we can have him on and find out if he is deserving of taking George Santos's place. Maybe we can try to get him to do a cameo video and see if he can match George Santos in that respect. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.